Quechua people live in South America. Traditionally, the Quechua belief is that mountain spirits, called Apus, created the world and remained in as deities, picking out men to act as high priests known as Ultimuses. They also trace their origins to Pachamama, or Mother Earth, who owns the plants and animals to make them grow. Quechuas make offerings to her. Their beliefs center around the ideas of duality and unity. They divide the world into two halves, Pana and Iokes. Pana represents dark, right, and male, and is associated with the highlands. Iokes stand for light, left, and female. The Quechua believe these forces must achieve balance by working together.
The Yupik tribe are located in south-central Alaska. This exhibit shows Aquasig, which is the religious center of the community. The Yupik tribe had a focus on fishing and always celebrated the first catch, and prayed to gods for abundant hunting and harvests. Masks were used in dance festivals and had ritualistic healing powers. Women were berry pickers, and here are some traditional clothing.
The Hupa live in northwest North America. They have many rituals and ceremonial dances. They have a church house where they conduct dances and pray. Some of their dances include the brush dance, for healing, the jump dance, to drive bad things away, the white deerskin dance, for balance and harmony. Balance is in their environment, and their ancestor spirits are both important parts of Hupa beliefs.
The Mapuche are in Chile and Argentina. The Mapuche universe has 6 directions, each with a specific meaning. Wenu Mape is the land above where the Father God governs. Minche Mapu, the land below, is water under the earth. Huel Mapu has all the good and positive things. Willy Mapu, in Willy Mapu there are politicians who give speeches and tell stories. And Nag Mapu is negative and brings damage to crops. Finally, Pikam Mapu is strong winds and evil spirits' home.
The K'echi Maya also believe in the 4 directions being symbolic in life. Each direction comes from one of the first grandparents, and they each have their own characteristics. The north is represented by the grandparent Ikib Balam. The north is white, seen in the teeth, bones, and whites of eyes. The north is linked to growth, children, and education. The east is represented by the grandparent Balam Kitzi. The east is red. It is the region of light and blood. It represents happiness, maturity, and adulthood. The south is represented by the grandparent Maju Katja. It is seen as the color yellow. It is the color of seeds, water, maternity, and birth. It symbolizes the beginning of life and people's connections to each other and the earth. The west is represented by the grandparent Balam Akab. It is black. The west is related to darkness, maze, and human hair. The Kapuvi tribe believes in 4 different stages of life that are seen in the 4 different directions of the compass. Along with that, each stage is a color, a mountain, and an animal. The north, represented by the sacred mountain range Se Shu Pin, the color blue, and the mountain lion. The Se Shu Pin are the shimmering mountains. Birth represents the first stage of life. The east is represented by the sacred mountains called the Ku Sam Pin, the color white, and the badger. The Ku Sam Pin mountains are the Stone Man mountains. Youth is the second stage of life. The south is represented by the sacred mountains called the Oku Pin, the color red, and the bobcat. The Oku Pin mountains are the turtle mountains. Adulthood is the third stage of life. The west is represented by the Tisicomo mountains, the color yellow, and the black bear. The Tisicomo mountains are the obsidian-covered mountains. Elder is the 4th and last stage of life.